Today's video is Cartoon Network's 20th birthday bumpers. I promised you guys I was going to do a video on it, so here it is. Now, I love these bumpers so much. It feels good to see cartoon characters interacting with each other once again, and the background reminds me of the Powerhouse ones back in the late 90s, mid 2000s. So, let's go over all 10 of these bumpers that the network worked on. First one is the Cars bumper. It features the characters from different shows riding vehicles while playing theme songs of shows. There was the Flintstones, Scooby-Doo, Hong Kong Phooey, Chowder, and Regular Show. The best part towards the end was when Mordecai and Rigby crashed the back of the Flintstones mobile, and the expression of Fred's face, priceless. It looked like he was about to kick Mordecai's ass. That was hilarious. Next is the mystery bumper. It shows characters with the same names unmasking each other. Together, there's the two Freds from Scooby-Doo and the Flintstones, Ed and Edward from Ed, Edd and Eddy and Camp Lazlo, the two Jakes from My Jim Pars a Monkey and Adventure Time, Finn and Jake, and lastly, the Test sisters, Susan and Mary from Johnny Test. I'm guessing because they are twins. I think Cartoon Network should have put Johnny Bravo and Johnny Test together, or Johnny Test and Johnny Quest. Or how about all three? Because it makes sense that all their names are Johnny. I don't know why Cartoon Network forgot or didn't think about that. I mean, I would. They need a little help. Here we have is the Cats one. Gumball is hanging out with Tom from Tom and Jerry and Top Cat until he starts chasing a red ball, and Tom Cat says, "Dig the new guy." Moving on to the Dogs bumper. You have all the dog characters playing cards. Huckleberry Hound, Scooby, Jake, Dookie. Oh, hey, look, it's Monroe from Juniper Lee. It's great to see that dog again. Yeah, I got pumped when I saw Monroe. I'm like, is that Monroe from Juniper Lee? Yeah. And also, where's Two Stupid Dogs at? They're dogs too. How could Cartoon Network forget about Two Stupid Dogs? What, did they not think they would, it wouldn't be enough room for those dogs, like, for the table playing cards or whatever, or enough room in the bumper? Come on, Cartoon Network, you can't forget about those characters. You can't forget about any characters from Cartoon Network, from the good shows. Anyways, it's a dog's night out. Gumball shows up asking if they realize that they're all dogs, and then after he says, "Oh," you realize, he leaves, and then Jake's like, "Cats," and then Dookie was like, "That was a cat?" Hell yeah, that was a cat. What the hell you thought it was? Damn. And I thought people were breaking Ben the Looney's balls when he mistaken Gumball as a rabbit. There you go. There's one with Jabberjaw, Bubby from Flapjack, and Aqualad. That was pretty good. A monkey bumper with all the monkey characters monkeying around. There's Jake, Mojo Jojo, Ben Tennyson as his monkey form, from Ben 10 Watch, Grape Ape, and the one monkey from the one of the Ben 10 series. Mordecai comes out of nowhere and says, "Monkeys!" Then the one monkey from Ben 10 tells him to get out of here. Oh, that was funny. I mean, it makes sense. It's like, Mordecai, what the hell you come from? And what are you doing here? You a blue jay. And where was Lazlo, IR Baboon, and Magilla Gorilla? Hello, they're monkeys. Cartoon Network, how can you forget those characters? I mean, you can't forget those characters. I can't forget those characters. What the hell? Next we have villains in disguise. Fred unmasked villains such as the Joker, Knuckles, although I don't consider him a villain, just a jerk, pretty much. And some other guy I don't recall. Looks like some zombie character, whatever, from Scooby-Doo. Then Scooby unmasks himself, and it's actually Dookie. And he acts as if he can still get a Scooby snack. Now, that was hilarious. I mean, Johnny Test and Scooby-Doo together equals epicness. That was a good crossover. I mean, everybody was shocked when they saw Dookie. I mean, he came out of nowhere. Oh, God. Then we have is the hero meeting. All the cartoon heroes, including the Powerpuffs, Ben from the new Omnitrix series, Batman, and Generator Rex. Then some villain from the Ben 10 series, he shows up, and it seems like he's jealous because of a no villains allowed meeting. Then he points out and goes, "Look, someone needs help." And out of all of those heroes, Batman's the only one that turns his head. He fell for that crap. Oh God. Man, Batman sure is always alert. He makes sure that he saves his people on time. Oh God, that was funny. Then there was the Mordecai and Daffy one. Mordecai and Daffy are playing video games. Daffy's jumping. He shouts out, "Shoot him now! Shoot him now!" And then bam! Just like in old cartoons, his beak is backwards and all that crap. That was funny. And last but not least, one of my favorites, the party bumper, with all the characters interacting with each other. Now, I thought about this back in May, since May, for the 20th anniversary of Cartoon Network. And I always asked myself, I wonder what if they were going to make any like bumpers that with characters from the old and new interacting with each other. I always thought about that. Like I pictured them like in suits and dresses, and they going to the 20th birthday party and stuff, and they interacting with each other and hugging and stuff and having cake and stuff like that. I was just thinking about that. Are they really going to have some bumpers with characters interacting with each other? And there you go. Me and Cartoon Network was just thinking about it. We was on the same page. That's funny. So anyways, it starts off with Porky Pig showing up, and Madam Foster is furious about his dress code of him not wearing pants. Then it shows Benson, Mr. Spacely, and Mr. Slade chatting with each other. Now I can see these guys getting together and talking about their employees like Fred, Mordecai, and Rigby and George. Talking about how much they despise their employees and stuff like that. These guys would be great friends. They'd be best buddies, period. Benson obviously doesn't like seeing Porky Pig not wearing any pants. Spacely agrees and he wants him fired. I'm like, Porky Pig doesn't work for you, dude. What the hell are you talking about? And then Mr. Spacely's like, relax, and he needs to, it's a party. And then Spacely does, and he takes his shirt off. Yep, just like Muscle Man. And then out of nowhere, he bumps into Muscle Man with their shirts off. That was funny. And then for some reason, I cracked up when they showed Johnny flirting with Coco. Okay, now that was funny. And then Gumball, he's waiting to use the bathroom. Grim shows up, and he's talking about we all have to go sometimes. At first, it sounds like he's talking about death, but he's actually talking about the bathroom. To the bathroom, that is. And then Gumball actually did. I guess he was terrified of what Grim said, and he wet his pants. And then, this was gold. Cheese come out of nowhere, and he's like, I booted. That was gold, man. I love Cheese. Cheese rocks, man. And then Velma loses her glasses. Lionel, I don't know, looks like he tried to help her out, but he does that Thundercats thing. And then Velma's the one towards the end says, "Ho!" And she doesn't need his help because she found him. He obviously is depressed and sad because he couldn't help her. And then he feels better by going to a damn photo booth. And then this was the best part. All three of the Ben Tennysons together, and they saying it's hero time at the same damn time. The 10-year-old Ben and the two teenage Bens. And Lumpy Space Princess, she's like, awkward. Okay, then there's Eustace and Muscle Man. Eustace shows a picture of Muriel and Courage. And Muscle Man calls Muriel a scary looking monster. And then he does the monster joke and yada, yada, yada. LSP is like awkward again. And then the last part, Bugs gets all the characters together to take a photo, a 20th birthday photo. And he wants them to think of their favorite Daffy Duck cartoon. Now, obviously, most of the characters were obviously thinking what was their favorite Daffy Duck cartoon. Most of them obviously didn't like it. You can tell by their expressions. Mordecai looked like, dude, I don't know. Billy was started throwing up behind Ice King. I mean, it just looked like they didn't know what Daffy Duck cartoon they like. So obviously some of them thought his cartoons were disgusting. These looking like, what the F? And then Bugs is like, well, think of mine. And then LSP lastly, awkward. I feel bad for Daffy. They ain't right. You can't be treating Daffy like that. Don't worry, Daffy. Your cartoons are great. And then, now this one really cracked me up. Jake pushes Scrappy Doo out of the way. That just proves that Cartoon Network to this day still hates Scrappy Doo. Can you blame them? Because I'm like, before they took the picture, I noticed that Jake is looking at Scrappy. He's like, dude, nobody likes you. Get out of here. Woo! Oh, that had me rolling. Now let's move on to the Cartoon Network 20th music video. The music video, I loved it. It was great. Cartoon Network did a very good job on this. The whole video looked like it was like full of acid, full of awesomeness. Acid full of awesomeness. It was that great. They did a really great job. And I'm not going to lie. I was crying tears of joy when watching this video sometimes. And sometimes I had to pause it because, you know, Cartoon Network, they've been around for 20 years, and I appreciate for what they've done, even though going through their ups and downs, they made it. They made it, and I just couldn't help it being full of tears of joy. It was just wonderful, man. It was just wonderful. I couldn't help it. And, you know, they showed the characters riding on Lady Rainicorn like a roller coaster. Lady Rainicorn would obviously be a cool roller coaster, no doubt. And then they get to the part where Finn and Jake, they're in black and white with all the other characters. They're ready to party, so they're going to wake up Rainicorn. And Jake is going to wake her up by tickling her. So he pretty much just pokes her a bit, and she doesn't wake up. But then when she finally does, it looks like she's about to explode. But then pff, it's nothing but an explosion of kaboom! Colors. And everybody's in colors. Everybody's partying. Finn's Fabio hair is shown, and Johnny Bravo's looking like he jealous or something. And then Muscle Man, he's shaking his cans of soda, and he goes over there and tips the Flintstone mobile back and forth. Barney and Fred, they looking like, what the hell is this green guy doing? I mean, everybody's gigging, and what really got me was when towards the end Pop said, "Good show, golly good show." Oh, damn, Pops. I mean, oh, that really made me cry. Oh, tears of joy. Cartoon Network is wonderful. 20 years. Oh, it was just wonderful. And also, where was the other characters? I ain't see no Hi Puffy Amiyumi characters. I know I saw Monroe in that dog bumper. Where was Juniper Lee herself and her brother Ray Ray? Where was the Class of 3000 characters? How could Cartoon Network forget those characters, man? And I bet if Ben saw these bumpers, which I'm sure he probably did, he's probably like, where the truck is Hi Puffy Amiyumi? You know? Then we have the Happy Birthday Cartoon Network one where Bragg sings, "Happy Birthday Cartoon Network!" Whatever. And I was rolling every time he kept singing that over and over again, especially when he says Ben 10, another Ben 10, another Ben 10, the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, and he laughing at the same time. Oh, he's a riot, man. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about the Cartoon Network 20th birthday bumpers. I'm so proud of Cartoon Network. They made it 20 years. You know, just looking back and growing up on the network. And I wish them more success for the next 10 years. And hopefully we see a 30th birthday anniversary, you know, coming in 2022. So tell me what you guys think about the bumpers, the 20th birthday bumpers, the music video, and the Happy Birthday Cartoon Network. Did you enjoy them and stuff? Etc., etc. I'm in the next video. I'm going to be talking about the Cartoon Network birthday games and the categories that you can vote for. So have a nice day and tell me what you think. See ya.